Hi everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here, and 3 more days of Christmas left. We are now into day 3 of the 12 Heroes of Christmas series. And my third favorite hero, which I guess, again, if you saw the top 5 video, you should know, is the Caped Crusader himself, Batman. I like Batman because he's got awesome gadgets. He knows tons of different fighting styles. I mean, he's an amazing fighter. And he doesn't have any superpowers. Okay, he's managed to become one of the biggest names in comic books and one of the greatest heroes in DC and the DC universe without the need for superpowers. All right, I mean, he's been able to win the respect of heroes thanks to his cunning strategies and his enduring will to never give up. Because that's Batman for you. He'll always figure out a solution to the problem, and he'll always get the job done. And there are a lot of good Batman stories out there, okay? Let's face it, Batman is an amazing hero, and this summer in 2012, the final Christopher Nolan Batman film is going to come out, The Dark Knight Rises. I cannot wait for that. I mean, I'll probably talk to some friends, see if they want to go to the midnight premiere with me, but I hope that works, because I really want to see that movie. Especially Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. And, alright, well, now it's time for me to recommend a good Batman graphic novel. This was a really hard decision, because like I said, there are a lot of good Batman stories out there. And when I planned this list, I really couldn't really think of anything good. I mean, it was a hard decision, because some of my graphic novels were here, others were with me at school, and it was just kind of a hard decision to make. But the one that I really want to recommend to Batman fans, it features a lesser-known villain and also tons of others, and it's Batman Hush. Yep, this is the first story. This is the first appearance of the recent Batman villain Hush. Basically, Hush is Bruce Wayne's childhood friend Tommy Elliot, and like Bruce, he was a rich kid with parents who died. But here's the thing, though. Unlike Bruce, who loved his parents, Tommy hated his parents, and he actually tried to kill them by cutting the brake lines in their cars. And when he went and told the Waynes about this was before Thomas and Martha Wayne died, Thomas Wayne was able to successfully save his mother, but not his father. Unfortunately, Tommy had to wait out his mother until he finally got control of his fortune and could use it to pretty much try to be like Bruce Wayne. Because I mean, when Tommy Elliot found out that Bruce Wayne's parents were murdered and that Bruce got his entire fortune, and then Bruce went to travel the world, he was jealous and angry at Bruce. And then when Tommy's fortune came, when Tommy's numbers finally came up, he decided to travel and figure out a way to destroy Bruce Wayne. And eventually, he met the Riddler. And the Riddler, who was apparently revived by a Lazarus pit, had an epiphany while he was due to the temporary insanity of the pit, and he realized that Bruce Wayne is Batman. And he told Tommy Elliot, and now Elliot was basically able to manipulate pretty much most of Batman's foes and stuff into figuring out a plan to finally bring down Bruce Wayne because of jealousy. And again, Hush, the story arc, it's drawn by Jim Lee, which he's an amazing artist, and this also features an appearance by Superman. And there's almost every Batman villain I can think. Almost every Batman villain is featured in this. They've all been used as sort of pawns in Hush's big scheme and stuff. And also, this story does allude to Jason Todd coming back as well. I know this is Batman Hush is really a weird conventional choice, but I like the villain Hush. Okay, he's pretty much a strategist like Batman, but unlike Batman, he's willing to just use others as pawns in order to take down his enemies. Right, unlike Bruce, unlike Batman, who can pretty much go out on his own and confront his enemy himself. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And I mean, Hush is probably one of my favorite Batman villains. If I had to choose, I think Hush is probably my fourth favorite. I think after Hush though, the only ones that I like better are Bane, Ra's al Ghul, and Joker. I mean, I always liked Batman when Batman fights villains that are, in Joker's case, insane. You don't know what they're gonna do, and in the case of Ra's al Ghul, Bane, and Hush, they're brilliant. All right, they're geniuses and strategists and stuff. I mean, everyone thinks that Bane's just a guy who has supervillain steroids, but no, there's much more because Bane was able to figure out Bruce Wayne's identity, and he was able to pretty much break Batman's spine. Of course, that last thing probably is more towards the steroids thing, but I think recently Bane's decided to get off the whole Venom thing. All right. But anyways, back to Hush. This is the most recent collection of it. When the story was first collected into trade paperbacks, it was actually split up into 2 volumes. And when I heard about this, I wanted to get the story, but there were 2 volumes out, and I really couldn't find both of them in one location because I really wanted to get both and read them back to back. Then I heard they were releasing this version, which had the entire story, so I waited until this came out, and I'm glad I did because this is one of my favorite Batman stories. Oh yeah, also Hush was featured in a side quest in Arkham City, which was great. Yeah, I mean, if DC wanted to make another animated movie, of course another Batman animated movie, then they should use this, because I mean, Hush is a lesser known villain, but he's awesome, and people should know about that. Alright, this video is okay, I've pretty much gone a few minutes without mentioning Batman at all, but okay, back to Batman, because this is a video about Batman, so alright, needless to say, Batman is great. He pretty much had a big tragic event happen to him, but it made Bruce Wayne stronger. It gave Bruce Wayne a purpose in life. He wanted to make sure that no one else would go through the same pain he felt. So he trained both his body and mind until he became the ultimate crime fighting detective. But he needed a symbol, and with that, and one night a bat flew into his study, and that gave him the inspiration to have a symbol of fear, to strike, to intimidate all the criminals of Gotham City. Okay, I think that pretty much sums up why Batman is awesome. Cool gadgets, great fighter, brilliant detective. So yeah, this is only two more videos left until the end of this. So that's all. Spider-Man 1991 saying happy holidays.